If Harry and Meghan stopped being part of the Invictus Games, more donations would come in. Invictus had a deal with Amazon to give them $300,000 for the rights to film their event. But then Harry and Meghan made a deal with Netflix. Harry made Invictus break their deal with Amazon. This happened a couple of years ago, and back then, there were discussions because Netflix hadn't given any money to Invictus. But now, it seems that Netflix has paid something to Invictus, and a company called Actual Productions, which has a contract with Netflix, has also been paid. The Times reported on how Harry pressured Invictus to cancel a fundraiser with Amazon because of their deal with Netflix. Sources from Invictus were complaining about how much they needed those funds. To help out, William and Catherine stepped in and made a big donation to support Invictus during this tough time. Harry's actions regarding the Invictus Games have raised concerns. Some people believe he's using the organization to improve his own image and possibly for other purposes. At the same time, he's been critical of Prince William and Catherine, even though they've been instrumental in helping the Invictus Games. Amazon and even Disney have decided to stop supporting the Invictus Games due to the current troubles. This means that Meghan and Harry might need to use their own money to make the event successful. In the past, there was a big Hollywood event planned in Los Angeles to raise money for the Invictus Games, with Amazon as the main partner. They were going to stream the event. But Harry's new multi-million-dollar deal with Netflix created a problem, as Amazon and Netflix are major competitors. It's suggested that Harry may have prioritized his own financial interests over supporting veterans and the Invictus Games. People wonder if this is true, and if his Netflix deal is related to the Invictus Games and the Amazon proposal. It's important to note that there's nothing in the Netflix deal that prevents Harry and Meghan from working on other projects for different broadcasting or streaming services. It's important to mention that Harry and Meghan's Netflix deal doesn't prevent them from working on other projects or collaborating with different broadcasters and streaming services. Regarding Meghan, she has reportedly given a very short explanation for their recent career challenges. Since moving to Hollywood, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex have faced difficulties in achieving significant success. Now, it's being reported that Prince Harry's new show on Netflix hasn't performed well with audiences. It hasn't managed to make it into the daily top 10 streaming charts on Netflix in the United States or Britain since it was released globally on August 30th. Entertainment reviews on the website Rotten Tomatoes show that the show has received only 16 audience ratings, and it's classified as rotten. There are no critics' scores listed because there haven't been enough reviews to generate a ranking. The show, The Heart of Invictus, hasn't made it into Netflix's top 10 list, but it has performed better than any other art productions from Netflix in terms of positive responses from both critics and the audience who have watched it. This information is up to date as of September 1st. On Rotten Tomatoes, the show has an 80% fresh rating from critics, but it seems that audiences have given it a lower rating, with 45% classifying it as rotten. Newsweek reached out to Netflix representatives via email for a comment on this matter. And there's information suggesting that Prince Harry cannot use his influence to invite his close friends to perform at the Invictus Games, and this limitation also applies to his wife. It's been noted that the organizers have recently released the schedule for the evening following the Invictus Awards ceremony in Germany. However, it's worth mentioning that Meghan Markle is not listed as one of the scheduled appearances for that event. It's been reported that this decision by the organizers was sudden, and it came after Meghan's presentation received criticism from many experts who found it inappropriate and insincere. Boeing Airlines also confirmed that Meghan canceled her flight ticket to Germany the previous afternoon using the online booking system. It appears that Meghan had expected to benefit financially from the Invictus Games through substantial donations and had planned to travel to Germany in a luxurious manner, including using a private jet, wearing expensive jewelry and designer outfits, staying in 5-star resorts, and enjoying various privileges. Some people feel she lacks shame and compassion, and they question what meaningful message she could deliver to the veterans if she were present. Critics argue that Meghan doesn't seem to understand or embody values like honor, love for one's country, respect, compassion, dedication, and loyalty. Meghan is quite tall, and for some reason, she often seems to think very highly of herself. Recently, Prince Harry released his highly anticipated series called Heart of Invictus on Netflix, which came out on August 30th. This series consists of 5 episodes and provides viewers with a closer look at what Prince Harry's 9-year-long project is all about. In 2014, Prince Harry founded the Invictus Games, which was inspired by his experience at the Warrior Games the year before. Prince Harry, who served in the military for 10 years and is well known, used his status and experience to bring this project to life. He was able to do this relatively quickly, and he even watched all 5 episodes in one go to get a better understanding of the series. I believe that this series is Prince Harry's finest work yet, and I found it to be a refreshing change. What's great about it is that Prince Harry doesn't dominate every moment of the documentary. Instead, the focus remains on the real heroes the show is meant to highlight. This approach works wonderfully, allowing these heroes to shine brightly, which is clearly what Prince Harry intends to celebrate. However, by making brief appearances throughout the series, he also gives viewers a glimpse of his authentic self. Prince Harry also made a wise decision by ensuring that his wife Meghan didn't have too much screen time on the show. If Meghan had appeared more frequently, it's possible that they would have received criticism from the audience. Meghan has recently faced criticism for allegedly maintaining her marriage to Prince Harry solely for the title. These accusations against the Duchess were made by royal commentator Angela 11. She began the conversation by expressing her frustration with Meghan's appearance at the Invictus Games last year. She told Sky News that she was very upset that Meghan was attending the Invictus Games. She also criticized Prince Harry and urged him to step out of Meghan's shadow and take some joy for himself instead of acting like a common servant. During her talk, she encouraged Meghan to let Prince Harry have his own time in the spotlight, since Meghan always seems to be in the limelight. She mentioned that Meghan was going to speak to the 500 people participating in the event about honor and resilience, which she found ironic and almost comical if it weren't so sad. She didn't see Meghan as courageous or resilient, but rather as someone who creates difficulties and tries to appear grand when she's actually not well known on her own and is holding onto Harry's coattails for her title. She concluded her remarks before signing off. And source claimed ex-British police officers admit sending racist messages about Prince Harry's wife and others. 5 retired British police officers admitted on Thursday that they had sent offensive and racist messages on social media about Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, Prince Harry, Prince William, Kate, Queen Elizabeth II, and Prince Philip. They were arrested following a BBC investigation last year, which led to an internal police inquiry. The charges relate to messages posted in a closed WhatsApp group. In addition to the royal family, some messages also targeted UK Prime Minister Rishi Sunak, former Interior Minister Priti Patel,